Hello, champion. Welcome again to Improvement HQ, wherein today I would like to share with you my point of view on NoFap, but with a spiritual aspect. I've read and seen many people talk about this already, so I would like to avoid repeating the usual stuff so this post does not get too long. Depending on where you are on your spiritual path at some point, you will realize that you are not the mental storm going through your head, but rather something more quiet, something that is aware. For all those years you mistook the mind for who you are only to realize that you created a false sense of self. You are not the thinker, but rather the consciousness that used to identify itself with the mind. Spiritual work usually starts when one has suffered too much, which inevitably opens a door to spirituality. Now people who have gone through semen retention for an extended period of time report amazing things such as clarity of mind and reduction of the mind's fog. A renewal interest in many areas of their life. Dropped or new hobbies, for example. Enjoying life in general a lot more. Taking more pleasure in the small things like going for a walk and enjoying the view. An increase in self-confidence and the ability to stand for who they are. Obviously, there are other common things like an increase in testosterone levels. People believe it is largely because of the latter that everything starts getting better. But I think it isn't. The vast majority of people trying semen retention are addicted to adult content. When the thought arises that they need to relapse, they feel obliged to do it. People will say, "I can't help it." That is to say, because this thought has been around for so many times, it must be me. If people were to see this thought as a thought only, no identification tied to the thought, they wouldn't relapse so much. There is an unconscious reaction to this type of thought because you believe you are the thinker. Once you stop relapses, the thought will come again and again. At first, new players might feel tempted to fight the thought and find logical reasons for not relapses. However, trying to respond to a thought with another thought is bound to fail. It might work for a while, but it will fail because the mind will find other logical reasons to counter your previous statements. People fail and try again, to then realize that the thought still arises no matter what. It is exactly at this moment that the magic happens. Instead of fighting the thought, they accept that the thought is indeed here and that your body is craving for adult content. But there is a deep acceptation to the reality.
Many will say, "But it's my body who wants to relapses." It isn't. Many thoughts trigger body responses. You probably release it because something in your reality led to a thought. I want to do such thing because I saw a pretty girl in bikini. You mislead your body for being responsible for your craving while it is your mind all along, but that you cannot see because you are identified what passes through your head. All the works that goes through, not relapse, is basically spiritual practice, but people are not aware of that. When the thought arises, instead of mechanically reacting to it, a higher consciousness arises that is aware of it. There is a response which consists of accepting things as they are. You are not trying to fight your thoughts and say, "I shouldn't be thinking about relapses. It's been for 2 weeks now." You simply see them, and if guys manage to go through the hard part and not releasing for a long time, life just gets better. They are not cured from the identification to their thoughts, but a gate has opened. Even unaware, they know they are not really their thought. If they go up and talk to a lady they would like to date, they don't give so much importance to the noises in their head like they used to, which allow them to express themselves fully. When you can see thoughts, your state of presence increases. It is easier to see for you, to see who you are. People also report finding more people attracted to them. That is, people trying to be their friends or women finding them attractive. It is not surprising because a more conscious being is simply more happy and vibrates at a higher level. When you are finally free from something that created discomfort and pain within you, it is only logical that people find more interest in being around you. Conscious people are attractive and charismatic because they literally generate good vibes. For anybody that isn't yet enlightened, you have at least something in your life that makes you unhappy and prevents you from fully being yourself. That is a repetitive scheme of thinking which you are highly identified with. It seems more obvious for people addicted to adult content because the effects on the persons are clear as water. Erectile dysfunction, mainly. But it is the same for anyone. Some people are addicted to alcohol or power. People need to listen to me. Drugs or A need to be perfect. I need to pull this right without making a mistake. Whatever the scheme that prevents you from being awakened. Being awakened is not something that is attainable or something that your mind should seek. It is all the shit that the mind creates that prevents you from seeing it. If you can consider the worst aspect of your life right now as a gateway to presence, then you are free. Just as people realize they are not the person that says I must relapses, you can also realize you are not this negative thought that is going through your head. If you can just accept this thought for what it is, accept that it is here, and let it go, you will feel free of mind.